As NATO initiated its largest Baltic military exercise, codenamed Hedgehog 2025, the alliance staged a simulated scenario in which Russian forces breached Estonia's border, prompting a comprehensive Article 5 response. According to the Supreme Headquarters Allied Powers Europe, SHAPE, this rehearsal activated one of NATO's most extensive and rapid military mobilizations in recent memory. It featured sophisticated combat platforms like Lockheed Martin's HIMARS long-range missile system and the UK's Challenger 2 heavy battle tanks. These assets form the backbone of NATO's evolving strategy to deter aggression along its eastern perimeter. The exercise marks a significant moment in NATO's modern operational doctrine. With Russia's hypothetical aggression serving as the spark, Allied forces sprang into action in a display of cross-domain readiness, encompassing land operations, aerial tactics, and cyber warfare contingencies. The drills included participation from more than a dozen member nations, reflecting not just symbolic solidarity but active, synchronized defense mechanisms. Estonia's role in the exercise is pivotal. Sharing nearly 300 kilometers of border with Russia, the country becomes the staging ground for NATO's frontline scenario planning. With over 16,000 Estonian soldiers, reservists, and volunteers from the Kaitseväe Defense League joining NATO units from the US, UK, France, Finland, and others, the drill represents a united front prepared for high-stakes, real-world contingencies. Key among the systems deployed was HIMARS, a high-mobility artillery platform capable of delivering pinpoint missile strikes at ranges up to 300 kilometers. Already a staple in Ukraine's defense against Russian forces, HIMARS is fast becoming a mainstay in NATO's rapid deployment doctrine. Its appearance in Estonia underlines a strategic shift toward mobile, precision-based deterrence capable of neutralizing high-value enemy targets from a distance. Alongside HIMARS, the British Challenger 2 tanks formed the backbone of NATO's heavy armored operations during the exercise. Outfitted with advanced armor and a 120mm rifled cannon, the Challenger 2 was integral in both simulated offensive and defensive maneuvers. Supported by mechanized infantry and armored support vehicles, these units executed complex joint operations that mirrored real-world battlefield conditions, emphasizing NATO's ability to counter adversaries with equivalent military capabilities. Supplementing ground maneuvers, airlift and aerial assault operations were also conducted, including tactical insertions using CH-47 Chinook helicopters and precision artillery strikes conducted under night cover. These multifaceted actions underscored the alliance's growing interoperability and its transition from static posturing to a more agile, multi-domain force structure. The scale and intensity of Hedgehog 2025 reflect a broader evolution within NATO. Gone are the days of routine, ceremonial drills. Since 2022, in response to ongoing tensions with Russia, NATO has recalibrated its defense strategy to embrace continuous, proactive deterrence. Exercises now emphasize not only coordination but combat readiness in the face of evolving threats. Strategically, the implications reach beyond battlefield preparation. NATO's enhanced footprint in Estonia sends a direct signal to Moscow: the alliance is not merely reactive, it is positioned and prepared. For Russia, this means increased pressure on its western military district and a clear warning that any aggression could ignite an overwhelming, unified counterforce. Estonia, for its part, is doing more than hosting drills. It is constructing new fortified bunkers along its eastern border, ramping up reserve force training, and solidifying its domestic defense strategy. These national efforts are not just complementary to NATO, they are foundational. By bolstering its own defenses, Estonia ensures that any invasion attempt would be met with fierce resistance, both locally and through Allied support. In sum, Hedgehog 2025 goes far beyond a military rehearsal. It is a strategic message, a posture upgrade, and a real-world test of Allied cohesion and capability. Estonia may be a small nation by size, but through exercises like these, it has assumed a key role in Europe's defense architecture. The takeaway for both friends and foes is unmistakable: NATO is ready, resolute, and willing to act.